Pete, let's start with the Red Sox, who are off to a pretty good start. And one of the reasons is, well, they got a couple, but Buchholz's been very, very good his first couple of starts, so they got to be happy about that.
He's been really good. I mean, what they did with him, he got so slow and deliberate between pitches. He was as slow as Josh Beckett. And it really took him, I mean, he overthought. He would take like 30 seconds between pitches, and he's an incredible athlete. I mean, he was one of the top quarterback prospects in the country coming out of high school. He's a great athlete. He needs to be working quickly, using his athleticism, and it's working. He was pretty solid 94 with a couple of different fastballs, changeup, curveball yesterday. He was really good, and he and Lester have been have given them 4 outstanding starts. I mean, over a full season, 2 guys is not enough, but their bullpen is so deep. They have a chance to be. They have a chance to be able to stay up there and get into the, mid to high 80s in wins. I mean, I'm absolutely convinced, especially watching the depth of Toronto, that nobody's going to win 90 games in the East unless Tampa's pitching is spectacular. And with that happening, I mean, anybody who gets it together and has a great second or a really good second half and has enough pitching depth has got a chance to stay it and have a chance.
I would agree. And then they got, their bullpen's really good. I like their bullpen. They got hard throwers. Yuri Haro is a good pickup. Now with Bailey, Hanrahan, Tozawa, Miller, they got a very, very good bullpen. And I saw them in person. I went to the Pettit game the other night, and Jackie Bradley's a good-looking player. I mean, he hit the ball well off Pettit. He hung in there. He's a good-looking athlete. I was impressed by Bradley. I think he's going to be a good-looking player.
I think he is, too. I mean, he may go down for a while once Ortiz and Drew are both back, but he'll be back. And the thing about him is he's such a really good defensive center fielder who can really throw. I mean, it's so that they have a situation in the outfield where they have 2 guys, Victorino and Bradley, who can throw, which, as you know, is rare today. Have outfielders who can throw at all, and that's good. I mean, there are some things they have to find out about. Middlebrooks is emerging as a very good player. But, they don't know what's going to be the situation with Lackey. They need Dempster to give them 200 innings and be okay. And they got to hope that Dubront gets in shape. They really thought Dubront would be a 200-inning, 15, 16-game winner, and he came to spring training heavy, and his command has not been very good. He's been, up at 90 to 100 pitches in the 5th inning each game, and that's something that really concerns him. And
talking about concern, it's a little early for concern, and I had him on the program Friday, but Toronto cannot be thrilled by the fact that R.A. Dickey has gotten pounded. And then, first thought, Aaron Sibia shouldn't have caught him. We know that. They switched catches in the second start, but he got hit hard. He gave up 2 homers. He got pounded. A lot of star pitchers got pounded over the weekend, but R.A. Dickey now, he didn't have 2 games like that all year last year. That is not the way he wanted to start in Toronto.
No, not at all. It surprises me because it isn't like a lack of work because of the WBC. He got an early start, really. I mean, I saw his first outing this spring, and he felt that he was in condition the way he normally is on April 15th. That was like February 27th, and he and Aaron Sibia actually worked together the whole spring.
Yeah, all right, that was terrible. The first game, my God, he could have had 7. He had 3 pass balls. They could have given him 5 or 6 if they wanted to be nasty about it. I mean, he couldn't catch the ball.
But I'm sure RA will be fine. I just think, there are a lot of issues with their bullpen, and Ricky Romero, hasn't been any good since the beginning of last year, and the depth is a little bit of an issue. And I mean, one of the things that people have been saying to me, and they said it in spring training, well, why are they complaining all the time? Fighting with umpires. Batiste has already said that 50% of the umpires are incompetent. And there's just a little bit of a what's going to happen if they don't run away with it issue that they're going to have to deal with because they've been, especially up there, they have been handed the pennant. And as we all know, it's a lot of things can happen. It's not as easy as it looks on paper.